Yeah. Live from the Chattahoochee, baby. Let me tell you something. You see the rain falling? The rain is not going to stop our grind. It's your boy Jonathan Bam Bam Rivers back with you again, continuing the series Life Without Limits. Remember that, Team Bam, baby, believe and motivate. Now, I know it's been a while since I hit you guys with another video. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you, but you know, anytime you're trying to seek greatness in life, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm looking to step out and really become one of the top motivational speakers ever. And you know, to step out, you got to study. So I've been in the lab, and I've been studying a lot of my mentors. I'm talking about really Eric Thomas, you know, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, Jack Canfield, John Maxwell, Grant Baldwin. Really been studying these guys, listening to their tapes, reading their books, and really just giving me a rejuvenated spirit. And I had to bulk up a little bit. So I'm continuing to come with you. Been booking events 2016 already. Got a couple I'm coming this February. It's going to be a great year. And I'm here to tell you it can be a great year for you too. All right, let's get it rolling. I want to talk about cheat codes today. Now, if you're like me, I'm an 80s baby. So, you know, I grew up in the time with Nintendo. I know kids today have PS4s, Xbox 360. You know, my 8-year-old is in love with those kind of games and what have you. And I understand he's 8, but Nintendo is where it started for me. And my two favorite games back then were Contra and Mike Tyson Punch-Out. Yeah, you know, I was all about boxing and blowing up the bad guy. So I love Contra and Mike Tyson Punch-Out. And in those two games, if you think about it, both represented a journey. I mean, if you played Contra, you went from stage 1 to about stage 10 or 11, and the goal was to get through and save the world. I mean, you had to fight all these bad guys, all these aliens, all these, you know, extraterrestrial things going on, and you had to lay them down to be able to save the world at the end. And then you had Mike Tyson Punch-Out. I mean, Lil Mac, you know, started as a little humble boxer, kind of like Rocky. And then you got up to each stage, you got to fight boxers as you went up through the ranks. Then at the end of the game, you got an opportunity to fight Mike Tyson, AKA Kid Dynamite. And the best thing about those games was that you got to enjoy the journey. But you know, there were a couple of things in those games that are really hurting people today. And I used them during the games back then as well. And they're cheat codes. Because if you think about it, in Mike Tyson Punch-Out, you could type in a number, and that number would let you skip 3 or 4 people. And then in Contra, what's the code everybody remembers? Come on, say it with me. I know you remember. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, start. That's that Contra cheat code, baby. That would give you 30 lives. So, I mean, you could die 10 times in the first 2 or 3 stages, and it didn't matter because you had 20 more lives left. But what I want you to realize that in life, when you're trying to achieve your greatness and you're trying to get from point A to point B, and you're trying to step into your purpose, you're trying to open your gift and present it as a present to somebody else, there are no cheat codes. I mean, there are no cheat codes in life. There is no opportunity for you to skip a step to get to where you want to be, because every time you skip a step, you skip an opportunity to get better. Every time you skip a step, you skip an opportunity to be molded, to be shaped by some of the circumstances you went through. And I know you may think, well, look, this is a very hard time in my life. This time of my life is very difficult for me. It's bringing back some old memories. It's bringing back some really bad things that happened to me. I mean, there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of insecurity in these moments, and I don't want to face them. But I'm here to tell you, facing those insecurities and facing those problems head on, I'm telling you from personal experience, facing them head on will make you stronger. It will make you better. It will make you more equipped to go where God is wanting to take you in the future. I remember when I was an undergrad at Auburn, I used to run Beard Eves Coliseum every day after I worked out. And I made it a point, as big as this Coliseum was, and as big as those steps were, and as many as those steps were that I had to run every day, I made it a point not to skip one single step. I would rather have fallen out before I finished than skip a step, because I knew that every step I hit was taking me closer to my greatest. And I knew that every step I hit was making my legs stronger. It was increasing my endurance. It was making me more in shape. It was sculpting my body. And that's what I wanted to live for. So I'm here to tell you right now, we got to shake this object mentality. And what do I mean by object mentality? I'm talking about the things that we use in life right now are starting to shape the way that we act. Think about it. Credit cards. What's the best thing about a credit card to a lot of people? You get to do what? Pay now, right? Excuse me, you get to buy now. You get to buy whatever it is that you want right now and pay later. Here, we'll give you this, charge it. Charge it. You don't have to pay the price now. You get what you want right now and pay it later. When does that happen in life? Since when can you buy success without paying the price? That's not the way it works. And I want you to be encouraged today because you can step outside of the box. You can step outside of that mindset and understand that you got to pay the price now to get to where you want to be. Trust me, I've been sending emails. I've been going place to place, knocking on doors when it comes to being a speaker. And now those opportunities are slowly starting to open up. When I initially wanted to be a sports analyst and be a radio personality or a TV personality, I had to send in internships. I had to call a radio show for over a year. I had to sit there and do radio every Friday night for over 2 years before something popped. Now I'm blessed to be co-hosting a college football show every night on the CW. And it's still growing. I'm still grinding because I've never made it. I'm still trying to work. So you have to get out of that credit card mentality that you can buy now and pay later. It doesn't work that way. You pay for it now to reap the rewards later. What about the microwave? Last thing I want to get to before I leave is the microwave mentality. Listen, if I put a meal in the microwave and I try to cook it, all right, if I try to cook it in the microwave, it's false advertising to a certain extent. All right, I'm being tricked to think that I'm cooking the meal in its entirety. Because when I take it out of the microwave, I'll see the steam blowing and I'll see all the heat and I'll say I'm ready to eat. And it's hot on the outside, but when I dig into the core, when I dig into the center of the meal, when I dig into the meat, the actual tastiness and everything that I want in the meal, what happens? It's ice cold. It's ice cold. You know why? Because I tried to heat it up from the outside in instead of from the inside out. And if you're in life, and if you're trying to get to your goals, if you're trying to reach your potential, if you're trying to step into your greatness that you've been blessed with, and I know you've got it. I know you've got everything in you to step into your greatness. You have to understand that you have to be internally motivated. You have to be internally driven. You have to be internally excited about the things that are in store for you. You can't let the outside world and the external factors drive you exclusively because it won't happen. Remember, a lot of people are externally driven, which causes them to be internally fragile. I want you to listen to what I just said. A lot of people are externally driven, which causes them to be internally fragile. Build yourself from the inside out, baby. Do what you want from the inside out. Believe in yourself and understand that what you want, what you have in front of you, everything that you've been blessed with, whatever it is that's going to be your gold mine. Everybody has a gold mine. Everybody has one. Internalize it. Find your purpose within inside of you and make it work. Because greatness is inside of you and you're destined to do great things. Hey, we back out here. Like I told you, the rain doesn't stop us, baby. One monkey don't stop no show, and we're going to keep pushing. All right, until the next time with Life Without Limits, it's your boy Jonathan Rivers, a.k.a. BAM, Believe and Motivate. Like I said, plenty of events coming in the future. I'm going to keep grinding. We're going to keep pushing. And I want you to be encouraged today because you're destined for greatness. I'm out.